Hi, I'm Jackie. Welcome back to Hermit Haven.
Hi, I'm Ashley. We're excited to have you. This week we're going to chat about us. We thought it'd be fun to do a little fun fact episode. We have some really fun icebreaker questions we're going to start with, and then we're going to put out some fun facts about us that you might not know or you might know. Who knows? And then we are going to want to hear about you. So make sure you tell us about you in the comments.
Yay. Ashley
Yay!
created all of these questions that I've barely looked at, so it's going to be a really fun time. I'm just going to give you my off the cuff answer.
We love that though. Honest opinions. Honest, honest,
Yep.
honest.
Yep.
All right, I'll start with the first question. So, if you could teleport to any place in the world for dinner tonight, where would you go and what would you eat?
Man, it's so hard because food in the United States is not the same as food. You know what I mean? Like Mexican here is not the same. Um, I don't know, probably Italy. I'm not normally like a pasta person. However, my mother-in-law makes like from scratch pasta and it is delicious. And I think that I'm not a pasta person unless it's like real pasta. So
Right.
I've heard I went to Italy when I was like 13, but I was really young and we were on a cruise, so I don't think we really went to like restaurants to eat there, you know what I mean? Because we just like went from the cruise to like see whatever we were seeing. But I've heard that people talk about food there. So I think that's where I go.
That's where you would teleport? Go get dinner in Italy?
Yeah, why not?
Pasta?
See what their pasta's like. I'm sure it's friggin' delicious and their pizza. And I've heard that like if you have issues with certain things here, like dairy and gluten, that it's not the same over there. So
And I'm curious about that. So,
yeah,
it's so
where would
funny
you?
you said pasta because the place I would pick is in Israel. It's called Pasta Basta. And when I lived in Israel, I was absolutely obsessed with Pasta Basta. They make fresh pasta, like you see them make it in front of you. It kind of is like a noodles and company, but you get to like make your own pasta dish. So I would go get like the gnocchis with the cream, like the cream sauce and feta. Oh, pasta basta. And like put the Parmesan on it afterwards. Like and then usually pasta basta is in the Shuk, and the Shuk is like the market there. So you can like go get like fresh fruit or fresh candies, like all the fresh stuff afterwards. But usually near pasta basta is a smoothie place, unless they've changed it over the years. So I'll go like next door and get my smoothie to go with my pasta.
Why don't we have things like this in the United States?
Yeah, I don't
Like a
know, but like
market?
it's crazy though, because you literally will watch them make this fresh pasta in front of you, and it literally costs probably the same amount of money as Noodles and Company. Sorry, Noodles and Company, like no hate, but like literally, you don't make fresh pasta.
That sounds really fun.
So
So
good.
can you just like you just pick whatever you want to put in there?
Yeah, you pick like your pasta, and then there's cream sauce, red sauce, or rosé, like rosa sauce, which is just cream and red sauce mixed.
Yes. Is that what they call like vodka sauce?
I
Just
don't
like
know. I haven't figured that out, to be honest.
I think it is. I mean, I think. I don't know. I don't eat a lot of pasta, but I always liked, I mean, it's hard for me to have a lot of dairy now, but I always liked the vodka sauce because it was like a lighter, creamier red sauce, which I think that's what it is. I don't know.
I don't know, but everything like in Israel is like rosa sauce, like rosé sauce, like it's so good.
Sounds delicious. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Right? I
eventually
love how it's like I just
go.
want the pasta place in Israel. Like forget the fresh pita, forget like
That is
the
not what I would think
maracas.
about. Like I would not think about pasta when I think about Israel. Oh, and the other day I random craving for gnocchi, and then Glenn didn't get it from the store because he didn't see my text message.
That's the worst because gnocchis
And
are like
that's
the best. I feel like they're just like little clouds of yumminess.
yes, I love gnocchi. I feel like no one talks about gnocchi, and it's so good. Probably because they can't say it. It's really
I know. I think I like
hard to
I
say.
don't know what I like call them nuggies or like no yeah, like forever. But
Yep.
like in my family we just like made up names. Like I think for the longest time instead of calling it Parmesan cheese, I would just call it like stinky cheese. I was like, can I
Is
get the
Parmesan
stinky
stinky?
cheese?
Is Parmesan that stinky? I guess I never smell it. Interesting. No,
Uh,
and that because he didn't get the gnocchi like the next day or 2 days later, I was still thinking about it, and that's when I made the chicken and dumplings for the first.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like you should make them. Like you can make them by hand.
I know. I watch all these videos on how to make your own pasta and I've never made it. I really want to try. So maybe
Gnocchis
that'll
are
be like the
potatoes
2025.
though.
Huh?
They're potatoes though.
Well, I know, and gnocchi, like I know, but I'm just thinking. I know. I've seen like sweet potato gnocchi too.
I feel like that would be cool to see you do with like your sourdough discard, make pasta.
Hmm, I'll consider it. I'll try to figure it out. I'm sure someone's done it. I'll have to go look up a recipe.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Next question. I love you. If aliens visited Earth and you were the first person they met, how would you explain your job? I'm glad I'm saying this to you because we do almost the same thing. So I want to see what you would say.
Well, I feel like we have like different things but the same thing. I feel like I would like not know how to talk to them and I would be like, "Baby? Baby? I watch baby. I watch baby. Baby,
They're
I
gonna be
watch.
like, this girl is a freak.
I take camera, camera. I take camera and take photos.
They
I
don't know what a
take
can.
photos
Well,
for the
they,
world.
they probably have way more high-tech cameras than we do. I would
Probably.
assume.
But like, do you believe aliens exist? Because some people don't. I do. I totally. I don't know if I would consider them aliens. I just consider that they're. I always thought there's a
Well,
species somewhere.
yeah, other life. I think it's weird to be like, oh yeah, we're the only life forms in like the entire, is it even the galaxy? Or is it like,
Galaxy, yeah,
is the
girl,
galaxy like the Milky Way? Isn't that a galaxy? So there's
maybe,
like multiple galaxies.
probably. I just think
I
it's like weird to like think that there
think so
isn't.
too. Do I think that there are life forms on the other planets that we know of? I'm
No,
not really sure about that, but to say that there's no life forms out there beyond that, I think is weird. Like,
I don't
why
know.
do we
I just
think
like the
beyond?
theories about it. Like, I
Yeah.
love the theories that like all our technology comes from another life form. And like, if you look at the history of like technology, like all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, like it got like super hyped and like we just like went advanced real quick. Like, I just think that's so crazy. Um, so I also have heard theories that we're just a TV show that another alien species is watching, which I think is so funny to think about.
Like the Truman Show.
I don't know what that
Have you ever
is.
seen it? Oh, the Truman Show. It is Jim Carrey, and it's literally people watch the Truman Show, and he is Truman. So his entire life, he's an adult in this movie, and his entire life, it's been a show that people are watching, and it's reality because he doesn't know that it's a show.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh, you have to watch The Truman Show. But
Okay.
I think about that movie so often, and I'm always like, what if I'm on a TV show right now and I don't know it? Like The Truman Show.
Stop. It's like the same theory. Have you ever heard people be like, your dreams are like reality, and when you're awake, it's like a dream?
No, but Glenn loves the movie Inception, and we talk about that often. And we'll be like,
Deception.
are we in a dream within a dream?
Like
Have you seen
seriously.
Inception?
Okay, so I guess this is a fun fact about me, even though we're not up to fun facts, but I don't remember movies. Like,
Oh,
you literally, like, I can watch a movie 20 times and still be like, I don't remember what happened, like a week later.
yeah. Inception. They like they sedate themselves and they go into like a dream, but they can control the dream and then they can go in a dream within a dream. I don't know.
I
It's
feel like
crazy.
I can control my dreams sometimes. Like the other night when I was telling you that I woke up in my dream to write down notes.
But like we don't usually realize that we're dreaming when we're dreaming. But like in this, they know that they are in a
In a
dream.
dream.
They're controlling everything. They can change whatever's like they can change physical structures, like what it looks like where they're at. Like
That's cool.
it can, yeah. Anyway, okay. I don't even know how I would explain. I don't know. I guess I'd show them my iPhone and show them TikTok and Instagram. That's what I
Also be
do.
like, I've never seen this before. This is
There's
so
YouTube.
cool.
I don't know. I have no idea how I'd explain it. Oh, or I'd be like, I'm a mother. They don't know what that is, though. I don't know. I have children. Okay. Oh, do you want to do the next one?
Sure. Okay. Live in a house made of jello or have a floor made of bubble wrap?
Okay, so the house made of Jello. Like, is it just the like? Can I walk in this house?
Yeah, it's a jello house.
It's not like I'm within the Jello and I have to like swim through.
You might have to swim through it. I don't know.
Ew. Gotta go to the bathroom. Like
Ew,
a
how
Jello?
gross would that Jello be?
Neither. I mean, it would be really obnoxious to walk on bubble wrap.
Imagine your children though, how excited they would be.
Yeah, I guess it would keep them busy, but like we were just talking off camera about how much noise has really been affecting me over the past year, and like I can get really like overwhelmed and overstimulated like in an instant from noise, so I can just imagine how that would play out. None of us really like Jello in our house though. Like none of Whenever I make Jello, the boys don't eat it. I don't really like Jello. I've never seen Glenn eat it. Maybe like a Jello shot, but I don't know. I guess Jello
I would
because
choose Jello so I could eat it. I love Jello.
no,
I
I
told
get
my
the
mom I
texture.
was sick. Like I told my mom I was sick last week, and or like a couple weeks ago. And my mom was like, "I wish I could make you Jello," and I'm like, I got so sad because I was like, "I wish you could make me Jello also."
Whenever I was sick, usually like a fever or something, it was lemon lime Gatorade and Cheerios, like plain Cheerios, no milk. Just snacking on Cheerios, drinking lemon lime Gatorade. I don't know why. I remember that.
There's always cherry Jello. Like cherry Jello is life.
I feel like I would like the blue Jello maybe if I was
Ooh, the
to eat.
blue one's so good too. Now I want Jello. I'm gonna have sex mad and be like, I need Jello.
No. I could do pudding, but Jello is a no for me.
Pudding's
But
good.
regardless, it'd probably be better than bubble wrap. All right. If you could choose any historical era to live in for a week, which one would it be and why?
I think it would be the 70s. I thought, like, I feel like it'd be so interesting to see, like, the hippie era. Like, I don't know. I feel like I would just vibe so hard.
I don't know. They all have like plus and like pros and cons to them. I really like the music from the 60s, the absolute best. So maybe just for the music, I'd go to the 60s.
For the 60s.
It's so bad that I'm really bad with history and all of that. And so for me to like recall what happened in the 60s, I'm sure if I looked it up, it'd be like, oh yeah, I knew that, but I
I
don't
don't
even
even
know.
know what happened in the 70s. All I think about is the 70s show. Like, I just.
Fair. Fair. We were born in the, what year were you born?
I need to.
Okay, you were born in the 90s and I'm the late 80s, so, you know. So yeah, I don't know. I think the 60s because I like the music.
Music isn't bad.
I don't know. I liked the 90s a lot growing up in the 90s.
I mean, the 90s were pretty cool. I wish I could, like, experience it more than being, like, just a little child.
I don't know, maybe. I also like the music from the 90s.
I mean, I still listen to the music from the 90s, like, but like I like rap music, so like randomly I'll be like, let's listen to Gangster Paradise.
Was some good there was a lot of good rap music back then.
But now we're finding out that these people were not so good.
Glenn and I were listening to the radio the other day and we're like I when we were little, we listened to songs that like the lyrics definitely were not appropriate. But like
Oh,
we didn't think of them in the inappropriate way. You know what I mean? Like we didn't
yeah.
really understand. But now as adults, we listen to the songs and we're like, we can't let the kids listen to that. But like we listened to that kind of stuff when we were little. We just didn't like know what it meant or like fully understand
I don't
ish.
think
Or
I
else
listened to that type of music until I was like a little bit older, I feel like. I feel like my parents always played like the 60s or the 70s, and then like it was always like Delilah at night.
so Lila, she's still going. Yeah, we listened to it was 102.7 in South Florida, which was an oldie station back then. Now it's not. It's 80s, which is really sad. But that's all we listened to. And so Glenn's always like, "How do you know all these songs?" I'm like, "That's all I listen to, basically." But when I got older, so like I guess in middle school and stuff, that's when we started listening to like what the train, like what is it? The come and ride the train, that one, like
Oh
that kind
my
of,
God.
you know what I mean? And then like boy bands started. So like
But
was
like
it
somehow I knew
and
the
that?
lyrics for like um was oh my God, my brain just went blank. Oh gosh, that song. Um
There was like the dip, you know?
but I mean if you think about it, like Backstreet Boys was like definitely for an older generation. I'm sitting there singing like All these little Backstreet Boys songs.
I want it that way. Yeah. Like, do we didn't know what that was about. Or like, what's the song by ugh, I forget. Oh my gosh. It's a song that I used to listen to all the time, and now I listen to it and I'm like, it
I
is
mean, it's the same thing with like
very
50
inappropriate.
Cent or like Aaron. Do you remember Aaron's? I want candy.
Yeah. We
Or
didn't
like
know.
50 Cent, take me to the candy shop. Give
Yeah.
me a taste of what you got.
Yeah. Yeah. It was all that way. I mean, Ludacris and all that stuff. And oh my gosh, 112.
I mean, if you think about our middle school, like I don't like obviously we're a couple of years apart, but like our middle school dances were definitely like, to the wall, drop the like
Yeah. There were so many songs that but like, even if we knew kind of what some of that meant, 'cause some of it was like pretty like forward. I don't know. I never really just was like, oh, he, like that's what this is about. Like it was just, I don't know. I don't know.
I
But
still
now,
think about my middle school elementary principal remixing. So you remember like Shake That Laffy Taffy? She remixed the song to Shake That Locka.
you
And
went to great
I
school.
still laugh about that because Shake That Laffy Taffy is such a bad song. And she goes, she's like, shake that jelly donut, shake that jelly
Oh my
donut.
gosh. Yeah. I remember we used to make like the mixes. Well, first it was recording from the radio onto my tape, right? My tape player, like in my boom box. Like
Huh?
we would wait for a song that we liked from the radio and then we'd hit record so we could record it so we could have it on our tape. And then it was making like the CD mixes. Be like, mix
Yeah.
number one, mix number two, like all these random songs from who knows Napster. I don't even know.
LimeWire.
LimeWire.
I, I literally would do the same. I like down so many songs from LimeWire. Oh my gosh.
Yep, LimeWire. I loved that. It's so crazy. And now you can just pay for Spotify and get like every song that you ever want. Like it's so interesting how
Even
everything's
though they don't
progressed.
have every song, I feel like, because there's a lot of songs I feel like that like I liked that were like I guess like again I'm really into the rap genre, but like there's a lot of remixes that they don't have, and I'm like,
Oh,
why don't you have that one?
sorry.
To like go
It's
YouTube it.
I guess iTunes Music is still a thing, right?
Yeah. Matt uses iTunes or
I haven't
Apple
used
Music.
iTunes
I think it's
in
called
so
Apple now.
Apple Music. I haven't used that in so long, but I remember you used to be able to take a song that you paid for and create a ringtone out of it. I thought that was so cool. I don't know how you even do that nowadays. I don't have any
Imagine if
phones.
everyone had their favorite song as a ringtone nowadays.
I don't even know what my favorite song is.
Me either. I like so many songs. It changes.
Yeah.
All right, the next question we have on the list of lists. If you were stranded on a desert island, what three items would you want with you?
I guess I can't bring anything that has to be charged, huh? There's no place to charge it.
I mean,
Like,
technically, if you brought like a like a charger that like charged by the sun,
oh, ooh, they must make those.
they do.
Well, you wouldn't have internet, but well, yeah, we still wouldn't have internet. Because I was thinking like, oh, like a Kindle, but then you'd have to download books to it. What if I just downloaded, I don't know. I feel like I'd bring a book, but I'd have to just reread it over and over again. But like if it was like a nonfiction that like made me feel good type of book, like I know some people would choose the Bible, but I'm not Christian, so but like a book that I could reread and like make me feel good, I feel like that'd be a good because what else are you gonna do? Just sit there and like stare around on the desert island by yourself? Like I feel like I'd bring that. I don't know. I guess like a journal, but eventually you'd run out. I
You
mean,
have to
anything
make
that you bring,
paper.
you'd eventually run out.
You would have to make your own paper from the trees.
Do I need like a paper mill? I can make my own paper. I'd have to learn how to like carve into like a wall or a tree to like write. I don't know. I feel like a book is one of them though. Like, why not bring a book? I guess like a knife would be a useful. You can
Yeah.
tell I've never been thinking about. I haven't thought about being alone on an island. So I guess a knife. What else do I need? I mean, are clothes like part of that? I would hope I'd be wearing clothes.
Maybe you'll just be like wearing what you're wearing though.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, you go. I'll think of my last one.
A sleeping bag, a lighter,
But eventually you run out. You have to learn how to make it like and make whatever fire
a
on your
supersized
own.
lighter, okay? I don't
What
like
about like
life
a
ideas.
guidebook, like a what are
Like a
they
bird
called?
book?
The Scouts, like the what are they called? Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. Yes. What about like a Boy Scout book? Because I'm sure they have a book on like how to do all the things, right? So
Yeah.
you would need that to be able to like know how to light a fire and know how to like do all the things. I don't know if that's even helpful, but maybe.
I feel like a lighter would be perfect to start with though. Can light everything on fire. I like your knife idea, so I'm just gonna steal your knife idea and call it a day.
Yeah. I mean, that's useful. A knife. I don't know. I'm sure that like what's his name? Bear Grylls. He has that show. Have you ever seen his show? It's
No.
on, I guess like National Geographic or something. And he like goes out into like the wilderness. Now he does his show with like celebrities. He'll bring like a very famous celebrity with him. And like, I'm sure that if something happened, obviously there's other people there to help them, but he puts them through like some really rigorous, like weird stuff. And they have to like eat maggots and like random things. Like it's like a survival
Nope.
show.
I'm good.
Yeah. They only go so far because they're celebrities, but he's done some crazy like survival stuff. I wonder if I'm sure he's written a book or multiple books, I would assume. But yeah, that sounds like something he would do. Like,
Maybe like a pot. I don't know.
oh, like a cast iron?
That would- or like something to
Cast
boil
iron pot.
water. Like something to boil
Cast iron
water.
pot, a knife, and a book. I have to have some sort of entertainment. What else
I
am I gonna do?
feel I would just take naps. I'll be fine. Go exploring, climb some trees.
I don't know. I feel like I'd eventually need something to like keep my spirits up while I'm alone.
I would just be singing to myself.
Yeah.
It'll be like when I worked at like Tron, I would get stuck like at the so there's like two like positions like consoles, and I get stuck in the back exit console, and I would just sit there and sing the most randomest songs until like my shift was up, until like that little time was up, because I would be losing my mind because you're literally just staring at the trains go by, and your literally only job is to I don't even think you pressed a button. Like I think you'd literally just yeah, you had to press the button with the other person, but like I literally just be singing like random songs. Like I would be like, where'd that song come from?
Pulling it out from the depths of your middle school days.
Literally, or like my preschool teaching days.
Yeah. Okay. If you could live in any fictional world, which one would it be and why?
Okay, so I thought about this. Like it's either like Pokemon or it'd be like Harry Potter, but like I would like want to be friends with like Ginny and like Harry's children and like Ron and Hermione's children, like past like the whole what we read. Like
Yeah. We did talk about this question. I mean, Harry Potter did come to mind because I love Harry Potter, but I'm not as brave as them. Like they are some brave kids to be like fighting wizards and stuff. Like that's freaky. I don't know if I belong in Gryffindor.
I definitely am a Gryffindor. I like compare myself to Neville Longbottom. Like I was like laughing because I'm re-listening to Harry Potter and I'm up to the part where like they're in their third year and they're all going to Hogsmeade and Neville goes, I think I lost my sheep, and McGonagall goes, your grandmother sent it in. She didn't trust you to bring it. And I died laughing because I was like, that's
I don't know. I love Harry Potter so much. I feel like that. I don't know what other fictional worlds there are. That's really the only like fictional world I can even think of.
You can live in Animal Crossing. You can live in Mario.
Oh, I do love Animal Crossing. It's so cute. All the little people are so nice. They're so nice to each other. I don't know. I wouldn't want to live in Mario. Yeah, maybe Animal Crossing or Harry Potter. I would love to go to Hogwarts. I mean, I think that'd be so cool. So maybe like Harry Potter where it's like less uh no Voldemort. He's not there. Yeah.
That'd be
No
fun
dangers,
though.
no Voldemort, just like going to school, learning like wizard things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, I would want to be friends with like Ginny and like Harry's children.
But I still want to be there when I'm young enough to like go to Hogwarts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
there's that's school age.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that one. That sounds good. Did I just say that? I just asked
Yeah,
you.
it's my turn.
Okay.
I guess I wrote the question twice on here. Whoops. Anywho, would you rather have the ability to fly or be invisible?
I don't know. Hmm. I mean, who would I need to be invisible from, really? You know? Who am I trying to hide from? I'm not like in a horror movie or something. I'm trying to like hide from someone. I feel like it'd be so much easier because if I wanted to like go visit you, I could just fly there.
Right?
Because getting on an airplane right now, not something that sounds very fun. So yeah, fly. We're gonna fly. Just be faster, and then it's better for the earth because you're not using all the gas. You're not like polluting the earth with, fumes and stuff. Like you could just fly.
I feel like okay, so like I feel like invisible would be cool because you could just like go anywhere without like a ticket or like you could literally just go into Disney World and no one would know you were there. But like I feel like flying would just be more useful. Like I don't have to drive my
Yeah,
car. I could just flap my little wings and be there.
because like if I want to go down to see my parents, 3 hours. But if I was flying,
Would be more though.
no, I think it'd be less because you have to like go on the road. Like you have to
That's
go on
true.
the road, and there's traffic always, and so it's usually 3.5. But I could just straight shot it there.
I feel like flying would be easier. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go flying. Was it the last one? Oh, okay. What Disney movie would you want to be in?
This is a hard one.
Hmm.
Whose story would I want to be part of?
They're all a little scary.
I know.
They make Disney movies really scary.
I feel like it's weird, but I keep thinking like back to The Incredibles. Like I think it'd be cool to live in that time period and know The Incredibles. Like even be friends with them. Like how cool to be friends with like Edna Mode.
Yeah. I think I would choose Peter Pan.
Ooh. Okay. I was also thinking,
Because,
tell me why.
Tinkerbell could just like give me powder, whatever, sparkly.
What if you just like
Pixie
lived in
dust?
Tinkerbell? What if you just lived in the Tinkerbell movies then?
I've never seen the Tinkerbell movie.
What? They're so good. There's like five of them. I wish they would remake, like, I wish they would make them into TV shows. They're so good.
All right, well, I'll have to watch them. But yeah, I've never seen them. But I
She's
just
a different
read
person. She's not the same. Like, she's not like as
you're like a
sassy.
jealous little pixie, little fairy. It's kind of mean.
Yeah, she's not nice in those movies, like in the Peter Pan movies, but like in the Tinkerbell movies, she's really cool.
I just think like the Mermaid Lagoon is so cool and Tiger Lily and
Have you heard the theory that Peter Pan is actually the bad guy and Hook is the good guy?
oh,
Like Hook was trying to save people from going to get like be stuck with Peter Pan forever as a kid.
oh,
Yeah.
I've not heard that. He just seems kind of mean though. He makes people walk the plank.
I mean, he's a pirate.
I know, but that's not nice.
He's a pirate.
I'm just gonna say either Peter Pan or Tinkerbell movies, but I've never seen them, so it's hard for me to say that.
You just want to be a fairy.
I mean, I didn't have to be a fairy. I just want to like fly around, like see all the things.
I was also thinking it'd be cool to live like in the um oh my gosh, like Big Hero 6 movie.
Oh, that'd be cool. They're so smart, those kids.
I think that would be a cool one too. I picked the most like underrated movies, of course. I mean,
Yeah, I
Incredibles
like.
were pretty high rated though.
Yeah, Big Hero 6 is cool. I really like their labs and stuff.
I feel like
Super.
it was like one of those like I feel like Big Hero 6 was like I forgot what I think Frozen came out the same year. It always happens. Like Disney releases two movies and then That second movie is really good, but nobody knows because the first movie was like Trump the second movie.
Yeah. I have a Baymax little keychain on my backpack.
Love Betamax. We have like somewhere in this house a Betamax s'more.
Oh, speaking of,
Your little Mickey ice cream. Well, that was all of our really fun icebreaker questions. They were actually super fun. Now we're up to the fun part of like telling you random facts about us, and we did not write anything down. So this is gonna be like straight out of our brains. But
random facts.
I feel like I always tell the same random facts. Like when someone's like, "Hey, what's your like random fact?" I'm like, "I lived in Israel. I've been to 14 countries." Like, I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah. I don't know how many countries I've actually been to because when I was younger, we used to go to Aruba every year for this is very privileged, but I feel very grateful we got to do it. When I was young, we went for 2 weeks to Aruba, and during December, like Hanukkah, New Year's, all that, we were in Aruba for 2 weeks. And then when we got older, it was probably getting harder for my grandparents to travel, or maybe it was probably cheaper, honestly, too, because we started cruising every year. And so, like, basically every single little island that's in like the Bahamas and the US Virgin Islands, all of that, like I've been to all of them. Um, in Mexico, and then I went on a cruise with my grandparents when I was 13 after my bat mitzvah. I think it was because I had my bat mitzvah. My brother went too, though. Whatever. We went to the Mediterranean and cruised, so I got to go to a few countries over there. But like most of the countries I've been to are like the island countries.
That's
So
fun though.
it's still cool. But
It's
yeah,
cool fact.
it's very, very cool. I'm grateful when I got to do that. Let's see. Fun fact. I went to Hawaii for my honeymoon, which was something that I always dreamed about. And Glenn likes to surprise me. It's kind of hard to surprise me because I always think something's coming because I overthink everything in my life. And so I didn't cry when we got married or anything, like, or got engaged. It's like, I don't know. Well, I wasn't a crier back then. I'm more of a crier now. But when he surprised me, because a week before our honeymoon, this entire time I thought we were going to California to like Napa, which would have been super cool, like Napa and San Francisco, and like do a California thing, which I had never been there. So I was like, oh, that'd be so fun. So I'm thinking I need to pack like cooler things for the, because it's cooler over there, like during the time we were going to go. And he's like, oh, surprise, in front of like, it was like a whole, I don't know why we were all together. It was like a party of some sort that we were at a friend's house. And he's like, oh, yeah, by the way, I'm taking Jackie to Hawaii. And I like start, I
Oh,
started crying. I was so excited. And so we went to Hawaii for our honeymoon. It was beautiful. And I packed only a carry-on, didn't check any bags to go to
that's
Hawaii
amazing.
for. Mhm. It was amazing. And I want to go back.
I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go every, like, I guess, like, fun fact, but I want to go to every state and, like, learn about every state. I just want to travel the world. Like, I always wanted to be, like, that person that has, like, an RV and, like, travels through, like, America in the summer and just, like, sees every state.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just, like, I just believe that, like, you can't learn about in our state or in our country or, like, other cultures without actually going there.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, you could learn, but it just isn't the same. Like you get an actual picture of what's going on when you're
Yeah, and I feel like
in
sometimes what
country.
you see is not what you actually, like, experience.
Yeah. Let's
So.
see. Fun fact. I was in chorus uh, when I was in high school. I used to want to be a singer when I was little. I used to say that I don't like being in front of people, so there's no way that I actually wanted to be a singer. There's no way that I actually was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna pursue that. But like in my mind, I was like, oh, it'd be so cool to be a singer. I love singing. I was in like the advanced chorus. Like I'm decent, but I will never, I don't sing in front of anyone. I barely even sing in front of Glenn because I don't know, it's very vulnerable. But I would love as an adult to take singing lessons. Not to like use it for absolutely
Yeah,
anything except just because I never got to do it when I was little, and I think that'd be really cool.
that would be fun. Definitely can't sing. I'm tone deaf. Fun fact about me, like I don't hear the beat. It's like oh, like very like sometimes I'll be on top point, but it's very rare. Like I can sing bananas and pajamas, they're coming down the stairs.
I love you.
But yeah, it's very rare I'm on point. But I did go to Jewish day school like my whole life. I went into like high school, and then I went to like four different high schools in 1 year. And I actually got the president's reward, but I skipped school that day, so I wasn't there.
But you still got it.
I got that one. So I got the President's Reward. And then I also, when I was younger, I got the Dean Reward, which is like, again, like outstanding student, which is so funny because I had really good grades. And then I started skipping school and my grades went down. But like, I was so good in school. I was in one of my schools, I was like a couple classes, like in the grade higher than me, like in their classes. And I remember I was like in biology and I was doing really good. And then like Passover happened. And I wasn't in school for a week and I lost it, like what was going on. But I was so good in classes. Sometimes people would like try cheating off me.
You're a
But
smarty
like
pants.
secretly, yeah. I am an oral learner though. Like I learn by listening. I don't learn by writing. So, because I have dysgraphia. So like if the teacher was a good like teacher orally, like talking, I would do really good.
Honestly, I feel like when we go from high school, where a lot of it is the teacher like teaching, like, and then we go to college, where a lot of it is like learning from reading, which I am fine with, but they don't really teach you how to do that. And I feel like that is something that I really want to work the boys on if as long as they want to go to college. I hope they do, but like if whatever, like I need to help them with that. That's fun.
I never
That's
finished college. They would not recognize my learning disability,
that's so
so they
crazy.
wouldn't accommodate me.
I wonder if these days if things have changed, like how much has changed since then.
Most people still don't recognize dysgraphia as a learning disability. Most people have never heard of it.
That's wild.
But like my dad has it, and I'm pretty sure my bubby had it too. So
Fun fact, I have my master's degree. I went to a lot of school. My dad wanted me to get my doctorate, and I said, no, I'm done.
you're like, I quit. I tap out.
It'd be cool to be Dr. Jackie, though, but yeah.
Doc Dr. Jackie Wilson.
Yeah. Dr. Wilson. I'd probably make people call me that. Maybe I wouldn't. That'd be like obnoxious, but
You're-
Dr. Wilson to you.
Okay, we have a few more facts we're gonna come up with, and then we want to hear about you. We want to hear your answers to the icebreaker questions. We want to hear your fun facts. So feel free to share. Let's see. I've had the same stuffy since kindergarten, which is my Scooby-Doo. And I'm obsessed. I was obsessed with Scooby-Doo as a kid. My dad took me to some theme park in like, I don't even know what state to see Scooby-Doo. I was obsessed. I still watch Scooby-Doo now. It's like my one of my comfort shows. If you ask me which was my favorite Scooby-Doo show, though, I love Pup Named Scooby-Doo. Like something about that. But I remember like as a kid, it would come on like during my lunchtime. So I would just like watch it and eat lunch. So maybe that's why, because I love food.
My stuffy, I still have it too. It's in the boys' room though. It's in Elmo. Fun fact, am kind of still afraid of the dark. I don't like being in the dark. I always think that even at night, like even at my house, even to this day, I feel like someone's like crawling on my floor about to like jump on me, which also explains why I have a lot of bad dreams about people trying to like chase me and get me. I had one like the other night. Like they still have them. I've had like crazy like dreams like that, like vivid
Mhm.
dreams since I was a kid. Like horror movie type dreams. I don't really know why, and I don't know. But yeah, that was a whole tangent. But I still have my Elmo. It's in the boys' room, and it's in very good shape.
Oh, my Scooby's in good shape. It's just chilling. I used to have, I still have bad dreams. Probably because I'm pregnant, they're even worse. But I haven't had as many bad dreams pregnant as I did before I was pregnant. Um, but I always had the same type of dream where someone was like chasing me, but I never knew what was chasing me. And like I would always be like stealing stuff to survive. It's really weird. And then for a really long time, I had dreams about escalators and like falling off of them. I'm afraid of
Oh,
escalator. Fun fact. I got my shoelace got stuck in an escalator one time and the button wouldn't stop. And we were at the Aventura Mall and we were like right next to Starbucks and my uncle ran into Starbucks, got like a butter knife and started sawing my shoelace out.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, so fun
That's
fact.
crazy. That is scary.
And then one time I got in trouble because I stopped the elevator at Sears.
Why'd you stop it?
I don't know, it was
Oh,
curious. It's a button.
Oh, speaking of Sears, when I was young, was a model for Sears
Ooh.
for like I don't know. It was like a runway, like a what's it called? Like run walkway, runway, like
Yeah.
fashion show, fashion
Fashion
show.
show. That's cool.
Words, fun fact, words are really hard for me majority of the time. Yeah, it
Words are
was a
really
fashion
hard for
show.
me. Words are hard for me too.
And yeah, I don't know how I got in it. I don't know why I was there. I don't remember really anything about it. I just remember that I was in it. And I wore an outfit and I walked down the little runway in the mall and back.
I did a fashion show for like a charity event with like for some like because when I went to like Jewish school and we wore these like really like sneas, which is like very covered up like modest outfits. It was
Cute,
super cute though. It was like in Miami.
cute, cute.
So cute. But yeah.
Let's see. I've lived majority of my life I lived in the same place, in the same house my parents still own to this day.
Not
I
only that I've moved around a million times.
opposite of Ashley, the opposite of Ashley. And I've only lived in Orlando, if you can count the dorms, one apartment, a house, another apartment, and here. So I've only lived in like, I mean, and that was over a span of what, from 2005. I think that's all I lived in when I was up here. 2005 to I moved in here in 2011, 2011. So I mean, and like it was in college. I don't know. I feel like that's not that many places, but maybe that's whatever.
We're all different.
I've never lived outside. Oh, fun fact, I've never seen snow because I've lived in Florida my whole life.
The first time I seen snow, I want to say it was Chicago or New York. I think New York was the first time I saw fall leaves, and then Chicago was the first place I saw snow. We've gone to a lot of places when I was a kid. Have no idea how they did it, but they did it. We traveled a lot, but we like would go for bar mitzvahs and bar mitzvahs, or like we went the first time we went to New York was for like my cousin Matthew's bar mitzvah, and then like I think the first few times, like the only times I've ever been to Chicago was for like my cousin's bar mitzvah or whatever we were up to.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
went
an
to cold
excuse.
places. I've just never seen snow. And we went up to Washington, D.C. when Gavin was like less than a year, like almost a year old. We took him to see my best friend Erin. She lived in Washington, D.C. at that time. And it was supposed to snow. It was in January in Washington, D.C. It was like it was supposed to snow, and it didn't snow, so we didn't see it. I was close. Yeah.
Ugh, I don't know. We're just fun people. What can we say? But I think we've shared enough. I think we shared a lot. I think you got to know us through this little episode, and we love you all. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you want to know more, you can always ask questions. We will answer, but we are definitely not types of people that are like, put us on the spot and we'll tell you something fun.
My brain doesn't work that fast these days, so
That's why I always just say, I lived in Israel. I've been to 14 countries. I worked for Disney. I feel like everyone's obsessed with that, by the way. When people will like be like, I heard you worked for Disney. I heard you worked for Disney.
I mean, it's fun.
I'm like, yeah,
I love
me
that. I
and the
mean,
other 1,000 million people in this world.
I mean, but I don't really know barely any other people that worked for Disney.
I guess like it just depends who you hang out with. But yeah, it's cool, I guess. Got to hang out at Disney every day.
Whatever. We got to hang out together at Disney too, so it's fine.
It's fine. But
Yeah.
we love you all. We hope you have a good night, a good day whenever you're listening to this. And stay tuned. Every 2 weeks we have our book club, and every week we have our little convos, and we are in our Facebook group weekly posting fun stuff. And we just love you all, and we hope you have a good one.
Love you. Thanks for coming to hang out with us.
Bye bye.